let's start a weekend vlog and kind of see how this goes. Welcome back to this House of Walls. My name is Ashley, and I am currently trying to figure out what I want this channel to be. I am outside. There's lots of birds out right now. They were cawing. There's a bunch of crows. There's some kind of cute little bird up in these trees. But I thought it would be a fun place to start this vlog. Alright, so I have the remnants of my summer garden. Of course, there's somebody cutting the grass. We'll see if I am able to use this or not. But it is Friday at lunchtime. The kids and I have been doing some schoolwork, and then we went on our lunch break. My 10-year-old does not have technology right now, and he is definitely wanting to do some stuff. So I am having to keep going. So in a second, we are going to go to a grocery store. There's a couple things that we need for this weekend and for dinner tonight. My husband and I started a tradition years ago. I think our oldest was maybe like a year and a half, maybe even younger. The crows keep cawing. And we started doing at-home date nights on Friday nights. We couldn't afford to do a babysitter every single week, but we definitely wanted to set aside that time for ourselves. And so at that point, we would put babies to bed early, and we would make food that we wanted to eat and watch TV shows that we could watch when kids weren't there. And it was just a fun little thing that we started doing, and we still do that. So even though now our kids stay up a lot later, especially our teenager, we just kind of go off into our room and have dinner and watch shows that we want to watch. And so tonight we're going to be doing that. So I need to get a couple things for dinner and then really just kind of get my 10-year-old out of the house for a little bit. So that's our plan for this evening. And the whole rest of the weekend, I'm not sure what we have planned yet. We need to kind of sit down as a family and figure out some things. There's some different events going on. I think that the weather is supposed to be really nice. It's warm right now, and I think it's supposed to kind of stay pretty warm throughout the weekend. So I'm not quite sure what we're doing. And then to go along with my shirt that says I have no shelf control, of course I will be doing some reading. And so this is where I'm kind of wanting to kind of mix in some different elements for this channel. So some family stuff, some book stuff, and then I will get to some homeschooling stuff. So I have recently just started 2 books, and I am listening to both of them on audio. The first one is Foxglove by Adeline Grace. This is book 2 in, the Belladonna series. I talked about this in my last video. I read Belladonna not too long ago, and I'm really making it a point this year to read a series of books more consecutively. It definitely helps me to remember what happened in those books if I read it faster, or like not faster, but closer together. And so I've really enjoyed that, and I definitely recommend it for this series. Book 2 starts exactly where book 1 left off. I am going to be picking this one up. I did start it a couple days ago, and I just got barely into it. So I'm hoping for some really good reading time this weekend. I am also slowly starting a nonfiction. I talked about this one in my last video too, but this is The Witch of Pungo by Scott O'Moore. This is local history that has turned into folklore for the area in Virginia that I live. It was really fun reading the introduction to it and hearing parts that are local to us and history that I've heard about from living here for so long. But I'm really excited to kind of dive in because I did hear him speak over the last winter, when this was released. And we actually don't know much about this woman who was tried as a witch and dunked in a water. There's just not a lot of written documentation. Other than tax records. So I'm really excited to get into this one more and hear some more about the local history and folklores for this area. Here's a little picture in it of Trial by Water, which is what happened to Grace Sherwood. There's more lawnmowers starting, so that's where I'm going to cut off this intro. We are going to do some more homeschooling this afternoon and just kind of see from there where this weekend takes us. We are back. We didn't get a ton. We got like a whole case of yogurt. Let's see, we got an apple pie because Wegmans does vegan apple pie, so got some of that. But I did get a little piece of cake because one of my kids can't eat apples, so that's some other random stuff in here. Oh, I got like a build your own 6-pack of beer, and they are all like October-y, pumpkin-y flavors. So I figured my husband and I can do like a little taste test of those. I got vegan cheese for myself. I'm vegan, so I need cheese that will work. And I have found this to be one of the best. It is liquid mozzarella cheese, but once it is like cooked, it is like melted cheese. So got that. And then we were walking around and we saw oat milk Cheezo. So it's like Cheese Whiz, but non-dairy. So we're gonna try some of that. And then of course we had to get some Ritz crackers to go with it. We'll see how that goes. All right, I'm gonna put the rest of this stuff away, and then we're gonna do some schoolwork. We still have a little bit of schoolwork to do before our weekend officially starts. So we're gonna knock that out. All right, we're gonna do the Cheese Whiz. So, I mean, it looks like Cheese Whiz. All right, let's see. It tastes like Cheese Whiz. All right. Pretty good. I am done with schoolwork with the kids. My oldest is done with his day, and my youngest is finishing up his vocabulary, which is great. So our Friday evening fun is about to start. The bedroom's a mess. What you can't see right here is there's a basket of clothes that is like overflowing. So I am going to put that away, and then I just have stuff here in the bedroom that just needs to be cleaned up, put away, maybe dusted, maybe vacuumed. We'll see. But I'm gonna start with this laundry. Oh my goodness. Did you eat your dinner? All right, that's done. Sadly, there's more, so I'm gonna go get that pile of laundry and fold that quickly and then put everything away. Just kidding, the laundry was not fully dry. So I have Charlie here to help. I'm gonna put some laundry away. done. I even changed the bedding. There's Charlie checking it out. But overall, it looks so much better in here. And so the only thing left is to vacuum. But I'm going to set our robot vacuum to do that because then my 10-year-old wants to play board games and I think it's like 5 o'clock. So I think my husband and I are going to start testing out some of those beers and have a nice Friday evening. And I'll be back later for more. Happy Saturday. We slept in and have had a slow start to our morning. I am makeupless, but dressed, so I'm like halfway ready. We just made donuts using canned biscuits. It's amazing. So I'm going to sit and eat some of those. And I also have my computer. I need to edit a video to get out and then probably start editing some of this video. So I'm going to make the time to do that. I think that is one of my hardest things to do is actually like sit down and edit. So I'm going to make the time and space to do that. And then later today, I think we have a couple things that we want to do, kind of check that out. I think my husband and I are going to divide and conquer. We'll do some fun stuff. And then I really want to curl up and read a bunch. So that's the game plan for today. I'm going to get to eating some donuts and editing a video. All right, here I am. Fully ready for the day now. We are about to go and do this like little apple celebration thing at our local farmer's market. So that's what we're going to go do. And I was able to get a little bit of editing done, not as much as I wanted. I was definitely having some technical difficulties and it took a while to figure it out. But then I was able to knock out a nice little chunk. I am wanting to get that video uploaded for tomorrow, so I'm going to have to work on some more of it later today. And then I also definitely want to get some reading done. As of right now, though, we're going to go have some fun, and I'll be back later to talk books and some of that fun stuff. We are back. We picked out some amazing, cute little pumpkins. I put out my harvest mat. I do have a separate little rug that goes under it. And this whole area needs a pressure wash, nice little refresh. And I even hung up our wreath. And again, this whole area, I think once like true fall hits, it needs a repaint, pressure wash, big cleanup. But for now, we have our cute little pumpkins here. 100% not gonna lie, I took a nap and also scrolled and have not picked up a book at all. Oh, this is really bad. Yeah, so we'll see. I think it's like 4:30 now on Saturday. Yikes. But it was really nice. It was a really, really good nap. So hopefully eventually I actually pick up a book and read. Yeah, I think I need to get up. I am joined here by Charlie. Oh, it's Charlie. So, you know, some Saturdays we just need to rot for a little bit. So that is what I did. I rotted. And it was really, really nice. Let's see. So tonight, we are going to make a stir fry. So my husband is actually at the store right now to get a couple of things. And that'll be really yummy. I have a ton of tofu from Costco. And so, hi Charlie. coming to hang out. So I need to start using some of that tofu from Costco. So we're gonna do that. We also started watching Catching Fire, the second movie in the Hunger Games series, a couple nights ago, and we have not been able to get back to it. So we're gonna finish that tonight. Really excited to finish that. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. I am, as soon as we're done watching Catching Fire, I am coming in here and actually getting some reading done. I need to get some reading done. I haven't picked up a book since Thursday. Yeah, I need to read. Hello, sir. He just nudged my arm. All right, that is the reading update. Or lack of reading update. Let's get Saturday evening going. All right, it is much later. I made dinner. Didn't take any video evidence of that, but it was delicious. So, a nice stir fry is always a good bet. I did finish editing that video, and it is all ready to go, which is amazing. I kind of knew that it had been 2 months since I filmed and did anything, but yeah, no, it's been over 60 days. That was not purposeful. So I am here in my bedroom and I'm gonna start reading. I'm getting my books. So I'm gonna pick up Foxglove and I want to get a nice little chunk read in this evening. I also have The Witch of Pungo. We'll see if I pick this up a little bit later. I'm just not really in the mood for nonfiction right now. I really want to kind of just get lost in a story. I do have a piece of apple pie for the pie that we got yesterday at the store. So I'm going to go ahead and put my headphones on and listen to my book. I have, yep, there they are, both cats sitting there. It's almost time for their wet food, so they have no patience anymore. That's the update. I'm gonna go enjoy some reading. All right, it is Sunday morning, kind of afternoon now. We've had a really, really slow start to our day, which has been fantastic. I just kind of hung out, and then I picked up my book and read a good chunk of it. I read some of it last night, and then my husband came in and said, "Hey, you want to start a new puzzle?" And I said, yes, I do. So we puzzled until bedtime, and that was a lot of fun. So I got a lot of reading done then this morning, and so I'm 167 pages into it, and I am enjoying it. It's book 2 in the series. There's not a lot that I can say. There's some new problems that are having to be figured out and solved. But I am really enjoying it. It's just good, fun, easy read to put on my headphones and sit here and listen to. That is how I spent my morning. It was very nice. It was very needed. But now, I'm going to go get myself cleaned up. I need a shower. And then I am going to film a video. I'm not quite sure if it's going to come out before this video or after this video, but it will be all about fall books that I want to read this fall to celebrate the beginning of fall. So I'm going to film that, and then I need to go do some homeschool planning, and then I think that's going to be the last thing for this video. So I will take you along for the homeschool planning process. I did post the back again video this morning, and so I do need to go and comment back on some amazing comments that I have received, just offering support and saying that I'm their favorite YouTube channel. What? This? Thank you so much. That is so incredibly kind, and just kind of lights the fuel in me again to continue to go against the grain and make this space what I want it to be. On that note, I'm gonna go get myself cleaned up. I am a mess. I need a good shower, some fresh new clothes, and some nice makeup. And yeah, I think I'm gonna make myself look a little fall-like to talk about my fall books. So I have to figure out what I'm going to wear. I think it's kind of warm today, which does not go along with the vibes that I want for that video, but I might just make a nice little sweater work. Anyways, all right, on that note, I'll be back to talk about homeschool planning. I'm not gonna lie, it is now Monday morning. I just didn't pick up the camera again. We just got really busy. We had some errands to run and just like some Sunday things to get done. And then we just hung out and had a good family dinner, watched Great British Baking Show, which is my favorite. And then my husband and I worked on our puzzle like all evening, and it was fantastic. And the really fantastic thing is that both nights that we've worked on the puzzle, he has gone along with letting me do some moody Taylor Swift music. So that's what I was doing. I am now partially dressed. Like, I have clothes on for the day. Nothing has been done here, but I am sitting at my computer getting some editing done, and then I am just about to pick up my planner. Let me grab it. Here's my planner, because I did not do any planning. Luckily, I reverse plan, and so basically everything is already here. I just need to like set up this week on like the grid and set up my kids' journals that they use for their planners. We are going to be doing some fun fall activities because today is the first day of fall. So I am going to do that. I will be back to show you what my planner looks like after I have done all of it. And then we'll be wrapping up this vlog, which has been fun to do this weekend. Didn't mean for it to go into Monday, but here we are. All right, my planner is done and ready to go, so I write out the week. This is our writer's workshop, so I have it all pre-planned. I just need to write in what we're doing on each day of this week, so it's nice and easy to look at. And then I also have our morning meeting. This is just basically like our book basket kind of thing. We keep it nice and short and sweet. So we are going to be doing lots of fall activities this week. So today we're going to do a little painting. I also got a gel cling that my 10-year-old can put up on our door here, and then they each just have this little fall painting. We'll see how it goes. And then of course we're going to read Goodbye Summer, Hello Autumn, and then the rest of our plans for this week. Then here is my planner spreadsheet, and so you can see how I have it laid out, and this is just how I have found the easiest way for us to write down what we have accomplished for the week. So that is all set and ready to go. And then both of my kids have their planners. These are just little notebooks, and I write the week and then the day and the assignments that they have. So this is for my 5th grader. We have morning meeting, writer's workshop. He's reading Pax right now. Then we have some history assignments. We are reading The Vanderbeekers, the 2nd book currently. We have Beowulf grammar, math, and handwriting. So good little Monday assignments. And then this is for my 9th grader. I was making all of his assignments digital, and he would have to go into Google Classroom to see this, but it was getting to be distracting, and so he asked to go back to paper, so that is what we have done. So again, we have morning meeting, writer's workshop, then he and I read a couple of books together. So today we're going to read True or False. Then he has some history assignments, and then he has Read Like a Professor. He has to read it and do a study guide. He has to read some poetry. He is currently reading The Hidden Life of Trees, and then finish out the day with math. And then this I had gotten for myself a while ago and then went on my little hiatus again with filming. But this is for me to just kind of help keep track of what I need to do when. So obviously today and tomorrow I need to do quite a bit of editing. We'll see, it might go into Wednesday. Thursday I'm going to be posting my fall TBR video. Saturday I need to film a homeschool update, and Sunday post my weekend vlog, which is this one. So now we are set for the day. I am going to be wrapping up this weekend vlog that went a little bit into Monday. You know, it happens. You know, nothing big and exciting happened this weekend, but it was fun to still bring you all along. I was able to get some reading done. I did not pick up The Witch of Pungo. I think I'm just going to have to dedicate a nice little chunk of time to knocking this book out. But I did get over halfway through Foxglove. That's where my bookmark is, but I don't think that I've updated it. I think I still need to push it forward a little bit. Yeah, I have to push it forward just a little bit. But I'm really enjoying it. I think it'll be another 4-star book. Like, it's just kind of what I'm wanting in a book. So that was a lot of fun. And then definitely, you know, spending a lot of family time together and just hanging out and having a nice peaceful weekend is really nice. I'm hoping to do more kind of vlogs like this, either with reading or with homeschool or just kind of random let's vlog kind of stuff, and bringing that more into my channel. So keep an eye out for that in the future. As of right now, we're going to go get some schoolwork done and enjoy our week ahead. As always, make sure to like and subscribe down below, and I will be back for more soon.